It's a movement, isn't it? That's what they call it. When people feel the same thing in their soul at the same time.
Okay, I want to start again. Wait for the action.
Okay.
Yeah. And I want you to just...
Am I looking at the camera?
Yes.
Okay.
You're looking at the camera. Just slow down. Let's hear that. It's a movement, isn't it? It's a kind of interesting thought. Yes?
Yeah.
And it's not... It's quite a tricky thought to catch. So let us catch it. Stand by. And action.
It's a movement, isn't it? That's what they call it. When people feel the same thing in their soul at the same time, they call it a movement. I was always jealous that I never got to ban the bomb or burn my bras. Jealous of people who lived through the war because, well, they had a common enemy and that would make you want to fight. And it would make it clear what they were fighting for, and it might even allow for a hero or two. I said this to Sam, who, it transpired, one got used to over time. But of course there were differences. Sex, for example. I like the British kind. Angsty, passionate, but essentially joyless, and for him, well, it was more like going to the Oscars. Lots of tears and thank yous, and I felt he struggled with an overwhelming urge to clap at the end. But we spoke, and we talked to Dad, and we played board games. And Sam would jump in when Dad forgot things. Or when I'd find dirty plates in the cupboard, or his shaving stuff in the cutlery drawer. Or this one time when he struggled for my name. Sam would step in when I couldn't really stop myself from finding it all horribly sad. In January, Sam took me away for the weekend. And when we got to Washington, strangers were smiling and high-fiving, and everyone seemed so excited. It was like that feeling I felt on that rooftop on Christmas Day, right in the pit of my stomach, looking down at all those tiny lives holding tiny lights and knowing that they were part of something. But that something was much bigger than them, and it was good. And when it all came down and the sun was peeking over the Washington Monument, and we were looking down over the mall at 2 million people waiting, exercising the muscle of faith, and I suddenly realized that it doesn't matter what you believe in, just as long as you know how to believe. And then when he appeared and all the flags started waving and the young children started whooping and the older men and women shed some quieter tears, I suddenly realized what balls it must take just to think that this world is such a bad place. But of course, Dad, Sam, and that new president of theirs, it's not really mine to believe in. Well, not forever, anyway. No, us British, or English. Well, me, I'm not like them. I'm not waving the flag of revolution. I don't have idealism on my tongue or fire in my belly, and I'm not singing the songs of praise. And why? Because I don't know the words yet, but I will. We will. We won't be forgotten.